Welcome to this short presentation on solving linear equations using the balance method. To begin with, what do they look like? This is a linear equation, 2x plus 4 equals 10. So as you can see, on one side of the equal sign, we have an amount of unknowns, which is the 2x. Let me just highlight that. This here, this is the amount of unknowns, 2x plus 4 equals 10. The balance method. You have to imagine the equation, or the equal sign rather, being here in the middle. So let me just draw that in. So if this is the equal sign, on this side we've got 2x plus 4, and that equals to 10. So we need to find the value of this x here. In order to do that, we need to remove the 4 and take that across to the other side. We're not actually taking it across to the other side. Let me show you what happens. So I will rewrite the equation. 2x plus 4 is equal to 10. Now, before I had an image, the previous slide, of a weighing scale. If, for example, I was to remove something from this side, of course that would make it imbalanced. That would cause this to go down. And for example, if I added something to this side, onto the left side, the right side would actually go up. So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Hence the fact that it's called a balance method. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract the 4, but whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other side also. So once I've subtracted the 4, I'm left here with 2x, because 4, positive 4 subtract 4 gives us 0. I don't need to write that. 10 subtract 4 is equal to 6. Now this 2x means 2 multiplied by x. We are trying to work out the x. So if it's 2 multiplied by x, I need to do the opposite. So I can do divided by 2, and the reason why I'm dividing by 2 is because it's the opposite of multiplying by 2. The number 2 comes from the fact that there is a 2 in front of the x just here. So don't forget, if I divide one side by 2, I also need to divide the other side by 2. Therefore, I am left with x equals 3. Now, if you're not sure about your answer, you can actually substitute the answer back into the original equation. So 2x plus 4 equals 10, and I got my answer as being 3. So therefore, I need to substitute 3 into here. So 2x actually means 2 multiplied by 3 plus 4 equals 10. Now, this side here, we have got a multiplication and an addition. Now, if we use our rules of BIDMAS, we would know that it's actually this operation that we need to do first, or this sum rather. So 2 times by 3 is 6, plus the 4 equals to 10, and if we do this again, 6 plus 4 is 10 equals 10. So as you can see, this is now balanced. We have the same number on both sides, and therefore if we go back to the weighing scale, this has to equal this in order for the weighing scale to stay on the same level. And as we can see, it does, because 10 equals 10. Okay, here's another example, this time with a subtraction. So we've got 4x subtract 5 is equal to 15, and it works in exactly the same way. We need to get the number of unknowns, which is 4x, alone on this side of the equal sign in order for us to work out the value of 1. So let's go through this. I'm going to do the opposite of subtract 5, which is to plus 5. Now what I do to one side, I need to ensure that I do to the other side. Therefore, let's work with the answer side first. 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. 4x remains as 4x. Let me just do that again. And minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. So I'm not going to write that on there. Now I have another thing that I need to do, because 4x is equal to 20. I need to work out what is x on its own. Now don't forget the number in front of the x, which tells us what we need to divide by. So if the number is 4, then we need to also divide by 4. So I need to divide both sides by 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 4x divided by 4 just gives x. So our final answer is 5. Now to check that answer, we can write the equation again, which is 4x minus 5 equals 15, and this time substitute our answer. So 4 multiplied by 5 minus 5 should equal 15. Again, rules of BIDMAS apply, so we'll do the multiplication first. 4 times by 5 is 20, minus 5 is 15. Final answer on this side should be 20 minus 5 is 15, and that is also equal to 15. So as we can see, both sides are balanced, and therefore that is the correct answer.